Alright, it's kind of loud in here. Got the torpedo heater running. It's like 25 out with a pretty cold wind chill. Just tinkering in the garage. Got a couple things going on. My dad was looking at the lights on here. We're probably just going to add the LEDs to the existing lighting. But we had an issue even with jumping the circuit breaker and everything. The light still wouldn't work, so we pulled this panel and it looked like the mice were under this panel, and this is the wire for the lighting. Here's the other end of it right over here. So there's like a 3-inch section of wire missing. So we're guessing the mice got to it. But what I'm doing is changing the hydraulics, filter, screen, and there's a filter in the hydraulic pump. It's kind of a pain. It lives right here in this bowl. I was using a strap wrench, and the strap wrench just didn't have enough. It was slipping, and the thing was kind of tight. I mean, we don't run this tractor that much, so it hasn't been off in a few years. So I'm changing the filter, and then the screen I'm going to pull out lives right here. I'm going to have to take this connector off and get that screen out of there. I bet it's all clogged. Usually they're like a nylon, or it could be a metal screen, but it's probably going to have all kinds of debris on it. And I think that's one of the restrictions that I have when I'm running my my high lift bucket with that. It's been acting a little restricted, and I think the problem might be that screen. And then up here on the hydraulic pump, there's a filter cartridge that lives in here that I'm going to be, I haven't ordered that one yet, but I'm going to pull that filter and get a new filter for the hydraulic pump. I have the filter for the bowl. Pull that screen out, clean it. I'm going to drain the fluid, put new fluid in. It holds 10 gallons, 303, and then I'm going to pull the air filter here and check it, and maybe order a new air filter cartridge also. So yeah, we're going to get started with, I'll probably drain the filter bowl first and then drop it. Alright, so I'm putting a 3/4 inch socket on this drain for the hydraulic filter bowl. That is a drain. That might actually just run all the way up through and kind of help hold the bowl on. So you need to break that loose first. Well, I guess I kind of messed that up. That doesn't work how I thought it worked. That bolt on the bottom just presses that up in there. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. There's no, I got the maintenance manual and everything, and it doesn't tell you to pull this bolt or anything like that. I just assumed this threaded in, so I was putting a strap wrench on it. So I feel kind of stupid, but learn from my mistakes. Just pull this bolt out of the bottom, and the bowl will fall down. Problem is I thought that bolt on the bottom was just a drain plug, because I've cracked it loose before. when it started running out, I figured it was just to drain the bowl. I didn't realize it ran all the way up through and held the bowl in. This is why we're working in the garage today. It's cold and windy, snowing. So, good day for working in a heated garage. So, here's the new filter. It's a AR75603 part number. It didn't come with, it's got a gasket on the top and bottom of it, but it didn't come with a rubber O-ring. I'm checking this to see if there's an O-ring in here that comes out, if it's something I gotta replace. It has a rubber O-ring there. This thing looks pretty solid. So make note of that. You probably need to order it separate. It doesn't look like it comes with the filter. So being that this one is not damaged, I'm just going to leave it alone and check for leaks. So the next thing I'm going to do is remove this adapter here, this connector, because I got to get this screen out behind it. I'll put the filter back in last. That way I have a little bit more room. So I got a 7/8 and a 1-inch wrench. Son. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Well, I broke it loose. Some more mess. Hopefully this isn't going to drain the whole tractor, but it might. Should probably. I didn't bottom drain it yet. So before you pull this screen, you might want to bottom drain the tractor right here with this plug. I'll still get to that next to get anything else in the lower. No O-ring on this plug. That's some nasty looking hydraulic oil. Alright, so I'm gonna let that drain out. The next thing that needs to happen is there's a screen in here. You gotta pull the screen out. And look at this garbage on this screen. That's ridiculous. Screen is covered. And I thought that was a big part of my problem too. I think this is the nylon screen, but all that blockage restricting flow. And this is what we're looking at. And the back side, you can see the actual screen filter. I see paint chips. My dad says he thinks it's brass, like bearings, but. And here's where I screwed up. I should have pulled this drain plug first. This is the drain plug that'll drain all the hydraulics out of transmission and everything. I should have pulled this at least before I pulled that plug out of the side. That was stupid of me, but I just drained it out that way first, and now I'll get the rest of it right here. This is 1.25 inches. It wasn't too bad. I broke it loose already. Get the rest of it out. There's a yellow paint on the inside. I don't know if it's a corrosion inhibitor or what, but there was a lot of yellow paint that's flaking that was caught on that screen also. There wasn't much left in there. It's that low spot. This fluid's nasty. I don't know how it got so disgusting, but it's like brown mud. Because I'm going to replace this. This one over here is leaking. I'm going to replace it. Actually, I probably can just replace this piece right here. I'm going to get a new one of these couplings. I do believe these are QDs. It's just the ball, the resetting ball. I don't know if it's got dirt in there or what. I'll just probably put a new one on it. The whole thing's moving. Of course. Nothing can ever come off easy. Freaking hell. Well, that's broken. Pretty good at making a mess. Let's get another one of these. And here's the screen now. This is the metal screen. It's not the nylon one. There's two different styles. Got it cleaned up pretty good. Used brake parts cleaner, and I'll be putting that back in tomorrow. Broke the hydraulic fitting, the QD. I'm gonna have to replace that, so that'll be going back together tomorrow.